Good morning, investors. So today we're really proud to bring you a great cash flowing, instant cash flowing property. What does instant cash flow mean on the website when you see that? It means there's a tenant in place paying rent. And when you buy the property, you take over, the light flip switches with property management from current owner to new owner, and you don't miss a beat. You know that the rent's coming in. But this time of year, a lot of people are asking that question. So James, we're rolling into the what I call season of distractions, where everyone's got Christmas party and Christmas presents and traveling and all those things. Is it harder to find a renter in November, December, January? Sometimes it is. Now, we always lease houses in December. A lot of you guys have been asking me about foundation property management. It's a great new exciting thing for you guys. Taking care of your properties as if they were our own is our real mantra with foundation property management. If you have more questions, you'll be seeing a lot more about it. Reach out to me, schedule a call with me where it says talk to an advisor at jameswachob.com. Schedule a 15-minute phone call, and I'd love to talk to you more about what we're offering for property management. So let me share a screen with you, and today we're talking about our featured property of the week. It's at 3575 Kings Arm Cove in Memphis, Tennessee. That's zip code 38115. 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,666 square feet. Built in 1977. That's a good vintage. It's the year I was born. So a solid 8.77% cash on cash return, $235 a month cash flow in a B neighborhood. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 2-car garage. And a lot of you guys hear me talk about parking and how it can be an added bonus. Really doesn't get you more rent, but it makes the home very rentable. More times than not, I go into a house like this once the tenants moved in, and they might have 1 car in that 2-car garage, or they might have none. But think of how much money that can save someone with a lot of stuff if they don't have to buy a storage unit and they can just have that extra storage. If mom comes home with the kids, it's on a rainy day like today here in Memphis, she can pull into that garage, shut the door behind her, get the kids in, get the groceries in. It just makes it so livable. Now, it's not the end-all be-all, but like I say a lot of times, a 1-car carport could serve. Outbuilding in the backyard where you could store extra things is always a nice bonus. I wish we could get you more rent, but it just doesn't get you more rent. It makes the house very attractive, very what I call rentable. So macro to micro, where is this property? To the west of Memphis is the Mississippi River. To the south of Memphis is the state of Mississippi. Coming from downtown, a 22-minute drive from where all the action is happening with St. Jude would take you to the property on Kings Arm, just east of the Memphis International Airport, which is, of course, home to Memphis, FedEx's largest air cargo hub, the largest air cargo hub in the Northern Hemisphere, 10 minutes away from the FedEx corporate, right there in the area that we call Hickory Hill. The dividing line of Hickory Hill. C to the west, close to the airport for the most part. There's some areas that are better than C. As you get to Fox Meadows Country Club right there, that's a good landmark for you guys to use on Google Maps. That's where it hits about the B area. To the east of there, it's going to become a B+. To the left, to the west, it's going to become more of a B-. This is right there in that B-class area, meaning 50% rental, 50% homeowner. Greater in this little cul-de-sac or cove, as we call it in the South, I would argue, just from being out there, watching the renovation, meeting some of the neighbors. Good little area, lots of FedEx employees, a lot of St. Jude employees, both FedEx down by the airport and FedEx corporate is just to the east of this property. Really easy access to the rail or the interstate system. And it's just north of the Warren Buffett's BNSF Railroad that you see down there to the southwest of this property. So let's look at the photos of this house. Super cute house. In the 1970s, this was kind of the look, right? And came in brand new roof, brand new garage door. Of course, painted the exterior, that white and gray combination a lot of you are telling me you like. Let's see here. Next to a picture. That's all right. So LVP floors. You guys are real familiar with these by now. New light fixtures, those gray walls with white trim. Blinds on all the windows. You can see how easily this house rented, and we're going to talk about the type of renter we have in here, which is amazing here in just a second. She's move-in ready. Really cute kitchen with some hard stone countertops, stainless steel dishwasher, or excuse me, black dishwasher, black range, black vento hood, white painted cabinets, brushed nickel handles on all the cabinets. Just a cute little clean, functional house. Vaulted ceilings in the living room. Double vanity sink with a little place for mom to scoot up underneath and do her makeup if she wishes. A nice spacious use of this 1,600 square foot house, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 2-car garage. The next thing you find in the diligence vault, and let me backtrack. If we go back to the website, just some basics. If you click on the picture of any house on my website that's available, you're going to be able to open up this diligence vault. That's what we're looking at right now, where I house all the information a diligent investor would need before he could say, you know what, he or she could say, this is a property that I could consider, or this doesn't fit my box. Let's go on to the next one. In this folder, it's called comparable sales. It's going to give you 3 comparable sales and a sheet like this that's going to show you, number one, on the bottom of the page, where these homes are within the vicinity of the house that we're looking at. So they want to be in the same vicinity. You can't have them across town and call it a comparable sale. And so we'll give you those 3 comparable sales on a sheet like this to show you where we came up with the value, where the appraiser will come up with the value when he does your appraisal. And then more information as you dig into each of them. You can go to comparable sale number 1, 2, and 3. In the industry jargon, we call it comp 1, comp 2, comp 3. It's going to give you all the physical data about the property, when it was sold, how long it was on the market, is it in the flood zone, is it not? None of these properties are in the flood zone, by the way. And then we're going to go into a pro forma. So your pro forma is a financial indicator of, how this property should perform over time. This house happens to have a 2-year lease in place as of October 19th. Young lady moved in. We have a security deposit and 5 months rent paid in advance. So whoever buys this house is not only going to close and start collecting rent, but they're going to automatically get the remainder of those 5 months deposited into your account. So, of course, it's prorated. Started October 19th, say November 19th. Now you have 4 months automatically deposited into your account. That's a heck of a way to start out with a rental that's been fully renovated. So this pro forma isn't as great as I could have shown it with that 5 months already prepaid, but at $139.9 as your purchase price and $1,250 a month rent, you're left with an 8.7% cash return. How do we get there? So we take the $1,250 a month and subtract all the expenses. Expenses include a vacancy and repairs. A lot of people leave that out. Now, why do they leave it out? Because it makes pro forma look better. But those are true expenses that you need to, have in. Insurance for the property, so that's if the house burns to the ground. Principal and interest to the bank. Management of the property. So for our company, Foundation Property Management, to take on management of this property, it's 8% of the collected rent, and that's $100 a month. And then, of course, Uncle Sam's going to get his money, $118 in property taxes. The next thing is a scope of work. So this is the taking care of the big ticket items, brand new roof, brand new water heater. The heating and cooling unit were only 5 years old, so they've been serviced in great working order and have at least 10 years of life left in them or more. And then the next thing we'll look at is, what if you wanted to buy one of these houses? So people say, okay, James, what's my next step? It's real simple. You click the button that says order now, and it pops up a Google survey. In this Google survey, it's going to say, what is your best email address? What is the property you want to purchase? How would you like for your name to be titled on the paperwork, on the deed when you own the home? So maybe I'll do this in James Wachob. Nope, I'm going to put my middle initial in there. So I'll do James C. Wachob. Fill out the quick survey. Once you've filled out the survey, my team will prepare all the paperwork, send it your way via DocuSign. You'll initial and sign each of the pages, and then you'll deposit $5,000 in our closing attorney's account as earnest money. He will hold that until we're ready to close. So when are we ready to close? Once your mortgage is ready, if you're taking a mortgage. My cash buyers, about 35% of the homes are being sold cash right now. We could close on this one as soon as you're ready. We would have the home inspector come out. So a third-party home inspector comes out, gives you his unbiased opinion of the home, make sure everything's in great working order. Then we have a termite inspection. If you're taking a mortgage, that's necessary by the mortgage companies. They want that. Then once we get the home inspection, if there's any repairs that need to be made, we'll take care of those and move towards closing. That takes about 30 to 45 days. A lot of the lenders are backed up right now because, interest rates are low, stock market's up and down. It's looking good, really good right now. Election year's coming up. A lot of people are more uncertain with some of the investments they have, and they're looking for certainty. B-class rentals in Memphis, that's about as certain and methodical as you can get. Almost boring. It's kind of predictable with these B-class and better rentals. Once you build up a portfolio, they just year over year perform for our investors. And that's why y'all keep coming back and back again. So if you haven't liked and subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do so. You'll get a little bit advanced notice before a property comes out. Every Friday, I send you one email. I'm not overloading you guys with phone calls and emails and marketing to you. My biggest task during the day is finding these great properties for my investors, then managing them for you so that when we do a good job with all of those things, it comes full circle. I want to also take a brief moment and talk about if you have any properties you're looking to sell. I have investors, I have investment companies, hedge funds that are looking for properties to buy. Reach out to me and my team if you have something you want to sell. A lot of you have come to me because maybe you bought some C-class properties, or maybe you're just, looking at a different investment. I have one client that recently got involved with apartments. Well, so he sold his properties he bought from me here in Memphis. It was an easy transaction. We have investors that would like to grow their portfolio of single family or upgrade their portfolio of single investment properties in Memphis. I'm helping a lot of you guys do that. I'm here for you in any way that my team can serve. We'll help you buy the house, renovate the house, manage the house, and if you ever need to sell, we have a lot of investors that are looking to buy. So thank you so much for your time and have a great day.